button. We are about to go live. And if one of you guys could double check to see if you can hear us talking and everything like that would be great on another device.
I just got the notification, definitely.
Alright, and we are live. What's up, YouTube? This is Heartless, and we are back with another video. And today I got my guest, my other host, because this is MAG, and MAG is not going anywhere. We're here for the taking. I got my boy Cray Simmons, and I got my boy T Reaper. Go ahead, fellas.
Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Saturday! Don't you love the Saturdays? Yeah, just chilling. Had to wake me up. At 8 a.m. in the goddamn morning to find out what time we were streaming. It was just like, 12. I'm like, okay, I'll go back to bed for 3 hours.
All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Cray Simmons. You know what it is. It's a lot of gaming stuff to talk about. Mm-hmm. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, Heartless, you got it?
Definitely. Now, I remember on the last show that we hosted, we was talking about PUBG, and I actually got some gameplay footage of it. I didn't play it, but by judging by the gameplay of it, it doesn't look that bad. Like, I know a lot of people is going to flame me for this, but I didn't actually. It reminds me of Ghost Recon, just a downgraded, watered down version of it. But I could see myself actually like playing it if I got a whole bunch of people. Like for instance, let me put myself in a scenario. If I'm in a boring ass classroom and I don't want to do anything else, and I don't want to pay attention, and I don't want to pay attention, and let's say if I'm playing that shit on the PC with other people in the class, I feel like that'll be fucking fun, man. Like, it just depends on, like, the audience or who's around you, who you playing with. You know what I'm saying? If you play it with just by yourself and you just getting a regular online experience, I don't see how much fun it could be. But I feel like if you playing it with people that you actually know and that you got history with, then I could see it being kind of good. You know what I'm saying? I could see it being enjoyable.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it gives me that old school feeling of the old school Call of Duty. No, the old school SOCOM back. When you play third person, but like the experience. That's
exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah, the experience of it gives you that SOCOM feeling a little bit. The reason why I say a little bit is because of the third person experience, and plus like the feeling of playing with people who you know. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know SOCOM was a beast. I missed that fucking game and I loved it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm an Xbox guy, but I cannot front on how amazing SOCOM used to be.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't get into SOCOM during the PS2 days because, like I said, I just wasn't really into the shooter genre like that. I was more of a fighter. But one of my best friends growing up, that's his game, SOCOM, and I got into it with Confrontations, and that's what PUBG reminded me of, the one that was for the PS3. And like I said, SOCOM wasn't a pretty game. They tried to make it pretty with SOCOM 4, but that game flopped. But SOCOM Confrontations, it was decent looking. The controls were clunky at best, but it was just something about it. Like I said, you go in there, you squad up. Even when you're playing with random people, man, y'all, with the way they did the mic, the communication, you had to hold the tack button down like a real handheld radio and shit if you've been in the military. I mean, it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it, and that's what PUBG, when you do squad or duo, that's what it reminds me of. And of course, I play with some friends, back home that I went to school with, and they been on it. But I do run a lot of solo by myself, and the game is fun. If you sit down, like I say, you really ain't got nothing you focusing on. You just want to have some mindless fun, and next thing you know, you say I'm gonna do one round, it turns into 6. Like even my wife, she don't play it at all, but she loves to watch. And I said I'm gonna just get like 2 rounds, and then we'll go do something else. She's like, no, I want to keep watching you play. It's something about that game, man. It's hella addicting, and I think it was a good acquisition for Microsoft. Hopefully it stay exclusive, but if it don't, more people playing it. Oh well, the more the merrier, and everybody get to enjoy it on every platform. Hopefully, like I say, if it goes multi-platform other than PC and Xbox, hopefully it has some type of cross-play. Maybe this is the the chip we need because some people hate the idea of crossplay, but I'm like this: the more people in the player pool, the better. And I got friends on the PlayStation side. We were talking about playing Tekken last night, or I don't know if y'all played the Dragon Ball. Not trying to jump subjects, but a couple of my friends just getting on the PlayStation. I'm getting on the Xbox, of course. I'm like, man, if we had crossplay, it wouldn't matter. We all can fight and have fun. So maybe this is one of those games that just might be that tool that get everybody on board. But like I say, PUBG is fun, man. I ain't got no complaints. Yeah, it's laggy, it's glitchy at times, but when the game is running good, man, I have fun, bro. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's about that fun factor, and it definitely delivers.
But it's funny you said about that crossplay because a lot of people isn't aware, but cell phone games, because I'm a gamer and I don't discriminate when it comes to video games. Cell phone games. This is game that's called Shadowgun, and it's just like Gears of War. Like literally, it's like the mobile version of Gears of War, and it's fucking lit. I love it. And
it's called what now?
It's called Shadowgun.
Okay, check it out.
It's just like Gears of War, just on your phone. Like it's fucking amazing. It got the shotgun like Gears and everything. Like the graphics uses the Tegra. It uses a Tegra engine, and it looks amazing for it to be on your cell phone. But anyway, more to the story is they have crossplay. When I had a Samsung Galaxy S5 at the time, I was playing against people that had an iPad. You know what I'm saying? And I fucking loved it. It wasn't just an Android platform game. It started off that way because it was two versions of it. Shadowgun was like the campaign game, and then they came out with another one. I forgot the name of it, Shadowgun something, but that was more like just the online based of it. And you was playing against the people with the iPad Pro, iPad Mini, iPhone, and you was playing against with people that had the Windows tablet or people with the Android Galaxy tab and stuff like that. I was playing against all them people, man, and I loved it. And, this shit was fun.
Yeah, definitely.
For the guys that's listening, you guys got to check that out, man. It's called Shadowgun. It's really incredible. Like, I really feel like if the controls if it was easier to play, like if I can link up I think you probably can now, but if I can link up my controller to it, it's game over.
Well, I found myself playing a whole bunch of Candy Crush. Now you stop.
Man, you should definitely look into it.
Okay, no doubt. Because that's what I do at work, man. Not to hype up Nintendo, but I ain't gonna lie, my Nintendo Switch has been getting me through work, man, for like the last, I say, good 2-3 weeks, man. I've been playing Mario Kart, Mario Odyssey, so there's been a lot of downtime. Hopefully there ain't nobody from the job listening, but yeah, the Switch has definitely been keeping up. So I'm kind of glad I got it now. It's another reason to use it. So I'm all about that gaming on the go, especially if it's affordable and if it's fun, so it is what it is. $60 Switch games ain't cutting it. That's why my library is kind of short. But that's what I say, man. It's all about fun, bro. Entertainment, man. And definitely. So
that's all that matters. Shit, that's all that matters. Reaper, you got anything to say about it?
I'm not a big fan of PUBG, to be perfectly honest. I'll check that game out when it's totally fixed.
It's getting better. So I played a little bit yesterday before I went to work. I wasn't. Damn, y'all, I'm sorry about that. Hold on, I'll be right back.
That's how I was with Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Like the game wasn't complete at all.
No,
you know what I mean? Like it was just terrible as far as gameplay and everything like that. Like once it was, once the service was up and running and everything was running good, it was really good. But after that, it was just a disaster. Like they could never fix it because I guess they rushed the damn game out.
Yeah, the concept that it has no aim assist, the concept that it's like really clunky in third-person view, and you can't really tell that by just watching it. You have to experience it yourself to understand. Okay. You have to experience it to like totally understand it. And it had me occupied for a good week last year. I was playing it for a decent week, but it didn't really help that no achievements were on it. So basically playing it for pointless reasons. But it was interesting to see it. And especially when the next map comes out, I'll definitely pop back on there because I do want to see that desert map.
Oh yeah, the desert map looks sweet. Sorry about that, y'all, man. That's the old lady she calling. She let me know she'll be about 20 minutes out, so I'm good. But yeah, PUBG is fun, man. People hating on it or whatever, that's talking about it, complaining.
That desert map with the church?
No, desert map that's on PC right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just PC.
I seen it on IGN. I couldn't tell which one is y'all talking about because they got a little church in it, and it's like straight desert all over the place.
Yeah, desert. Yeah.
Did
you see how IGN couldn't wait to do the review of the Xbox one, or how they quit to bash it, talking about how glitchy it was and all of that? I don't think we talked about that in the last time.
No, we haven't.
But you know, that's another thing, man. Like I said, I don't have nothing against. They terrible, man. I ain't got nothing against nobody. But none of this hate was going around with PUBG. It was just PC on. It was like, oh, it's in development. They're a small studio. But all of a sudden, once it comes to the Xbox platform, it's all of a sudden people talking about, I can't believe you're paying for a preview game. I'm like, dude, you getting hella fun. You're getting a great game, and you know it's only gonna get better. And if you got it early in the preview, that's all you're gonna pay. So whatever comes out after that, you're gonna get. Versus if somebody waits until it comes out a preview and buy it, it's probably gonna be $60. And then you know, and you still get to have fun. You know, we had all this time with it, glitchy or not. But it's like they just couldn't wait to throw that junk under the daggone bus when it hit console. Now
anything related to Xbox gets thrown under the bus. I don't know if you ever noticed that. It's not just IGN. It's GameSpot.
It's everybody.
It's Forbes. That son of a bitch Stephen or whatever his damn name is. That bastard with the bifocals on his face. That's always making these bashing articles.
Man.
It's just everybody. Yeah, the new is everybody. Kotaku at times. I don't want to say all the time, but at times. Well, I can't even put Kotaku in that category anymore because they did an article about the PS4 and I found that it was fucking hilarious. They said the PS4 was a roach motel. It attracts more roaches. They say it attracts more roaches than the Xbox does. When they did that, I had a newfound respect for Kotaku.
I heard about that. I thought it was a joke. So they really did an article on that?
Yeah. They showed that they did a drawing of the PlayStation 4 with a whole bunch of roaches inside of it. And they said it was based on a person who fixed consoles for a living. They said they encountered more PS4 was cluttered with so many roaches instead of Xboxes. Because it was just, you know, people would have their PS4 and it was just stop working. It just wouldn't cut on. So they'll take it to the guy to fix it. And he said he cracked open a console and 90% of the time it's cluttered with a bunch of roaches. I said, oh my God.
That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So,
oh well.
I got a newfound respect for Kotaku.
I mean, you know, and not even just that. Yes, funny to see people take a shot at it here and there. But with a console ain't doing right. I mean, cause let's face it, man. I mean, I like my PS4. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't buy it. But I mean, like the simple stuff, man. Like, I mean, I hate to sound like a lot of other people that's bashing it, but I mean, you can't change your gamer tag, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's kind of crazy,
they
bro.
They gotta fix that. That's so fucking petty. They gotta fix that.
It is petty, and it shouldn't be no reason why not to. And my main gripe with the PlayStation, though, still, man, is the PSN, man. I mean, people talk about the Xbox dashboard being cluttery, but that damn PSN or PlayStation dashboard, that thing is just boring. It puts you to sleep, bro.
I like how the PSN store advertises McDonald's. I think that's very funny.
I like that dashboard. Actually, it's very simple.
Simple, but
that's one of my pet peeves with Xbox because it's at the same time like that shit. Like the last dashboard update on the Xbox, I don't like it. Like the one we have now, I don't like it at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. You gotta
it's taking some getting used to.
You just gotta do too much to do the most basic shit.
But you see what just happened here?
What?
We just represent a whole bunch. Everybody is diverse. You like the PSN dashboard, I don't. People like the McDonald's advertising, but you see that's game. You know, we all got different tastes, different views. But God forbid we all didn't cross the board agree with Sony. You know, like I said, I've been called all type of mess. And 2018 just rolled in just because I didn't agree with somebody's post about a PlayStation, about what their views on it. And, you know, it's terrible, bro. It's like if you don't roll with PlayStation, you're wrong. And, well, I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be right. I like being wrong there. So I have fun.
I still think Sony should invest in Apple Watches because the amount of walking in all those games, I swear, you could record like 2,000 steps just by carrying Ellie up the freaking like country. I swear.
Well, maybe
it
not
would be
Apple
so
Watch.
awesome.
A Fitbit.
A Fitbit, yeah.
Let me stop. Speaking of that, though, I'm gonna change the gears. We still keep it Sony, though. What y'all really think about the new God of War, man? I mean, I'm not gonna be petty and be like, oh, you can't jump, because if you play Gears, you play Rise of Sun and Rome. As long as you can member over stuff that you need to or climb, I'm cool with that.
I got the Mason edition, so I got the statue edition pre-ordered. I get my nice statue. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my main concern with the game, and I know everybody say change, but you don't change the fight mechanics. You know, God of War was known for that fast pace, on the fly combo. You know, Kratos could hit you pretty much 360 degrees with the Chaos Sword. Now I know he got an axe now, but I don't know, man. The combat looks like it slowed down, but the brutality is still there, so I'm good. The God of War formula to me was perfect, man. Like, but we'll see. I'm still getting to day one. The game looks amazing, so I just can't wait to play it. I just hope it comes out this year. You know, we ain't heard no release date yet, and I don't really hear nobody complaining about that. Like, that was Microsoft. That was Sea of Thieves supposed to come out this year, and we didn't get a release date. Man, it'll be all over everywhere. Microsoft is about to cancel another game or delay another game. So what y'all think about that? No release date, but it's supposed to be coming this year.
For what?
God of War. We ain't got a release date yet. Unless it came out.
It actually comes out in June, bro.
When they get? I ain't seen that.
Yeah.
I ain't seen no date. I'm just hearing spring. That's all I'm hearing.
June 30th is what it is. It was supposed to come out in March, and then they delayed it till June.
Yeah, I remember the March thing, and after that it was pushed back. It was saying spring 2018.
Yeah, it comes out in June. That's when it comes out, and that's the only one that actually has.
And that's official. That's nobody making up. That's official.
Well, it's official to GameStop, so you know. I mean,
well, I seen GameStop post release dates, and well, we'll see. That's better than what I've been hearing and seeing, though. So okay, I can rock with it. But
that's like a
little word, man.
It's like the only Sony game that actually has a release date, though. Everything else
that's the only one
to be announced.
That's the only one I'm really interested in right now. Days Gone, I don't know. That looks too much like The Last of Us to me.
No, so Days Gone is legitimately The Walking Dead is basically what that is.
And see, that's why I couldn't get into Horizon Zero Dawn, man. It was too much like Tomb Raider. You know, yeah, they threw some dinosaurs in there, but I'm like, okay. I bought it, fell into the hype because it was pretty, and I guess I kept it for about 2 days and I gave it away. It made its way back home, and then I gave it away again to another homeboy at work. He's playing, he's enjoying it though, so that's cool. Somebody's enjoying it. I told him whatever he done, I get it back, and maybe by then I'll be ready to play it.
You know what game I purchased because it was pretty and low key regretted it? I had to get rid of it. Killzone Shadowfall. Like, the campaign was just, I don't want to say the campaign was all over the place. It was just, I just felt like it wasn't boring, but it wasn't fun at the same time. That's what I'm trying to say. It was like in the middle. And graphically, it looked amazing, but it just didn't deliver. And when the game was starting to pick up, it was ending. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh my God, really? It ended like this? The main character dies and then his friend kills his killer? Like, I was just mind-boggled. Shit was just crazy.
I fell into that victim too.
Like, I was like,
you know, I
want more. Yeah, like, I was like, man, I want more. And I really, really, really hope that they release another version of the Order, like the Order 1887 or something like that. Because, like we was talking about in the last show, that the campaign was actually good. You know what I'm saying? I just wish it was longer.
The story was good, yeah.
I needed that campaign to be longer to supplement of you guys not having an online to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, especially when they just introduced, like Reaper was saying, they just introduced the vampires. Like, oh shit, we got vampires in here now. They jumping up out of the caskets, fucking shit up. Like, oh my god, we got, like, yeah, I'm like, man.
We didn't get to kill any vampires. That sucks.
Right.
I know, right?
So, because we just now find, like, we all knew, like, because the humans, they all knew that they were werewolves and stuff like that. That was a no-brainer. But then they seen vampires, it was like, oh man, this is a whole nother level right here. You know what I'm saying? So, it was just amazing. Like, I really wanted to kill at least 1 or 2 vampires, or at least 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
a boss fight or something like that.
I'm going to tell you another thing, too, would have made the order good. And I know I said it the last time, but say it again. Every game don't need multiplayer. I get that. But that game should have been co-op. Should have been co-op. Maybe not split screen. I get it, because the game, again, was gorgeous. And, you know, splitting that screen up would probably took it away from the visuals. But that game should have been an online co-op campaign. It was no reason why that game shouldn't have been.
I agree.
And that game would have been a whole lot better. Because, like I said, I enjoyed it. I mean, a lot of people hated on it. But like I said, the story kept me going. And what I'm trying to say is, you know, everybody talk about the quick time events.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind them if it's done right. God of War does them right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Spider-Man look like it's gonna do them right. That's another game I'm excited for.
Oh yeah,
too.
I'm excited for it too. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Rise of the Rome did them right, but people still shitted on that game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't mind if it's done right. Don't just throw them in there for the sake of throwing them in there.
Right.
But as long as they done right, it's fine. And, you know, like I said, you don't need multiplayer and everything, but certain games, co-op is got to be in it. And The Order is one of those games.
Oh, yeah.
Should have had co-op.
They should have definitely had co-op. Like, that would have been great, going into a spooky train station with your partner. You'd be like, man, you walk first. No, you walk first. I don't want to go first. You know what I mean? That shit would have been, it would have been so fun. You know what I mean?
That game would have been a lot better, bro.
Right.
A lot better.
Another game that I wish had co-op was Evil Within 1. And what is the name of that other scary game that's on the Xbox that you gotta kind of, what is it? Outlast. I really wish Outlast was freaking co-op. Why isn't that game co-op? I'm petrified to play that shit myself, man, if it's not in the daytime. You know what I'm saying?
Outlast, I ain't gonna lie. Outlast had me scared. I had the lights on, bro.
I still didn't play it, man.
Get behind you.
The last part I played, man, was when I'm in the locker and I'm waiting for that big ass monster to walk past me. Like, I haven't cracked that game back open yet. But being that Outlast 2 is out, and I'm gonna take full advantage of that HDR, man. Like, I want to play it, man. But I hope 2 has a damn co-op. If not, then
I think 2 still single player. I believe so. I don't know. I haven't played that one yet, neither, man. Believe it or not, my oldest daughter, she helped me beat the game because she beat it on the PS4. She's a Sony girl. I don't know how that happened. All my kids, my girls are Sony girls, and my son's Xbox. So I don't know how that happened. Them girls must have, I don't know, might have dropped one on them. No stuff. but yeah, she helped me beat Outlast, man. That's the only way I could do it, bro. Because I was like, man, this game here is nerve wracking. I'm gonna tell you another game that gave me that feeling. Dead Space 1.
Oh hell yeah!
Remember that shit?
Dead
Space 1. I bought it on the PS3. Man, that joint had me. I had called my homeboy over sometime. Man, I'm gonna play Dead Space. I need somebody here with me, or my wife. Dead Space was scary as hell, bro.
It was, especially when them things, especially when they get quiet and you hear ding, and then you get sliced up out of nowhere. Like, oh damn!
I got the scene for you. Remember the thing with the tentacles? You walking down the hallway, and all of a sudden, it just snatch you out the blue, drag you all down the ship.
Mm-hmm. Drag you down the ship.
Controllers on that.
Yeah, that game was scary.
Reaper, you played Dead Space?
I played all 3 of them.
I haven't played 2 or 3. I never played 2 or 3 yet. I'm about a trilogy.
Yeah, I played all 3.
That's your mission.
Yeah, that's definitely my mission. That is definitely my mission.
I tell you another thing. If you get 3 is co-op.
3? Oh, really?
2 is co-op far as a multiplayer, but I think 3, the story is actually co-op. And I run through with you, man.
3's co-op. It's actually faster if you do it by co-op. I had this one dude that was complaining that the game was like too hard or too long and shit. And I'm like, dude, you do it with the right person and you can be done in like under 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So
So, see, I'm about halfway on 3. I didn't finish 3, but I beat 1 and 2. I just didn't finish 3 because my 360 is how we say modded, and it finally conked out on me. So, but I
had
just
no roaches
went
in
back
it,
and got
did
it fixed.
I'm just messing.
No, I ain't took it apart. I packed it up. It's in there beside the Wii. It's in a box, taped up, and to be archived.
I got you.
Yeah.
For my listeners out there that play sports games, I know Reaper and Cray, I don't think you play any sports games.
Not that much.
All right, so this is what's going on in the sports game industry. A lot of people's getting tired of Madden because they know Madden has the rights to the NFL and stuff like that. So a lot of people is leaning more towards 2K. Now, 2K is really dominating when it comes to the basketball games. And
yes, sir.
EA is suffering right now. Their sales isn't doing great. NBA Live, I think it was NBA Live this year that came out. It started off at a good momentum because the game was actually $20 cheaper than 2K. It started off good, but it didn't, you know what I'm saying? It didn't finish the race well. Like, it's like one of those drag races, a Lamborghini versus, I don't know, Enzo Ferrari or some shit like that. Let's say the Lambo took off first, you know what I'm saying? But then the Enzo just blew right past the motherfucker, like with no problem. And I think that's exactly what happened with NBA Live. It had a lot of bugs still. It still has some glitches in it. 2K has a lot of microtransactions, but then again, like we said, it was optional. You wasn't forced to get, these currency points. But what I'm trying to say is EA is definitely in a position where they're going to have to come out with something great because right now, Live ain't cutting it. And I really have a feeling, I've been doing a lot of reading around and stuff like that. I really got a feeling that they're going to try to revamp one of the 2 games. And that's either NBA Street, they're going to try to bring that back, or they're going to bring back NBA Jam. One of those 2.
Well, I'm hearing Jam is coming back. Yeah, I'm hearing Jam is coming back. That was EA?
Yeah, that's EA. You remember EA Sports? Big. You remember that?
I remember Midway.
Sports, big.
I remember the old Midway with Midway held it first.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the arcades. Yeah, so that's the one I remember. I didn't know EA took it over.
Yeah, so
apparently
that's
Jam is coming back.
Yeah,
supposedly.
They supposed to try to bring that back because that's the only thing. Like, what could go against 2K at the moment? Because right now, it's just not happening. Like, I think NBA Street was doing good up until Home Court. Home Court was just straight trash. NBA Street Volume 3 wasn't all that great either. The last good NBA Street game was 2.
That was still on the 360 though, in PS3, right?
The NBA
that was
Street
one
Volume 3 was on the 360.
But which was the one when you was in the parks, like street ball?
That was
because I know some of them had arenas.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about another one.
It was. You must have been talking about 2 because 2 had a basketball court on the rooftop. That shit was dope. Like on top of he was on top of his big skyscraper and was a basketball court like right on the rooftop.
See, I think that's the one I'm talking about because you could go play in the arenas too. Because I'm thinking about playgrounds.
Yeah, you think about playground.
That's the one where they own just all street courts.
Yeah,
that was alright.
Yeah, that was dope. But, I don't know if that's brought by EA, but I do know that the EA is in trouble right now because 2K is just straight dominating when it comes to basketball. I really feel like if they bring back Jam and if they do it right, they do it the right way.
Do it right.
You know what I mean? Don't take your time. Don't force it. Put these features in.
No microtransactions.
Yeah. Or, I mean, if it is microtransactions, bring back characters from the NBA Street. You know what I'm saying? Like Stretch. The characters that came with NBA Street, or like I don't know,
or the old school
NBA Jam
old
characters,
man head,
right? Old man head or something like that.
That's the thing, man. I don't mind. I don't mind microtransactions. People complain. Like I know Destiny's Activision, but I'm just throw it in there. They were talking about the shaders.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, long as it don't affect the gameplay. Long as can't nobody go out here and buy 8 exotics. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Star Wars. Yeah, they fucked that up because I remember Next Gen was talking about on one of his jokes. He said he had the game an hour, and somebody had Bubba Fett. Remember, he said floating all across the board with the jetpack already because they bought the whatever little starter card or gift or power up cards.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what EA messed up at. It should have just been cosmetics. Call it a day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what, like, Gears done it right. Halo definitely did it right.
Now you see
those cards. You
see how you see how you just brought these games up. Now these publishers, they listen to what the people want. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like EA is not doing it. Like, they completely abandoned NBA Street. They completely abandoned NFL Street. But I know the reason why they abandoned NFL Street was because of Madden. But, you know, okay, I can't really count that because Madden really took, you know, just dominated.
Yeah. Because everybody ain't Madden fans. Some people might have liked that, you know, off the wall for like Blitz. Blitz actually had a good following for a while. It's just they stopped making it.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like Blitz, man, because it was too fake. They said, like, you could really tackle somebody before the ball snapped. Like, it was just
well, you know, I'm gonna tell you what messed Blitz up. It was
what?
The one that had LT on the cover, and it was like hitting to the steroid uses in the NFL. That's what killed Blitz. But the ones up to that, man, especially when I used to play in the arcade, man, Blitz had a whole bunch of people up there, bro.
Yeah.
It was just that one with Lawrence Tell on the cover when they was hitting to the steroid uses, like your guy be in the locker room and he hurt, and he be like, juice him up. You know, some shit like that. They wouldn't call it steroids.
Juice him up.
But you'll juice them up and get them back out there and shit. That's what killed Blitz. Cause I think the NFL actually went at them about that for a while. So.
Juice him up.
I mean, you gotta call it like it is. Let's juice them up, player. But you know, like I said, like everybody don't play the hardcore football sim Madden.
Right.
Everybody might not play the hardcore NBA sim, you know, 2K.
Right.
But going back to the 2K and live thing, you remember back in the day, now I'm gonna say how long ago you been gaming. But remember back, I'm gonna say PS2 era, because PS2 had all the sports games on lock. They would come to Xbox later. But remember when Madden was like what, normal game was $40 back then, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah.
49.
It was
remember
49.
2K launched remember 2K launched their games at like $19.99 or $29.99.
Yeah, I remember.
They were always like $10-20 cheaper.
I remember that. That's that you was talking about it was ESPN. Boom.
That was ESPN.
It was ESPN. Yup. ESPN, man. That shit was a classic.
And
it was only $20.
But everybody loved that because that was giving Madden a run, bro.
Yeah.
They were about to take over, and that's why EA bought them rights.
Yeah, it was John Madden that bought those rights. He did it himself. He bought those rights. Because he had, the competition was slaying him. You had Blitz that was killing him. You had NFL Street. You know what I'm saying? NFL Street 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. Volume 3 was crazy. You had the competition. You had what was it? What was the game coming out? Oh, they had
Game Breaker too. Game Breaker was actually pretty good.
And then they had the college football. You remember the college football? The college football.
You know, most of the guys that played Madden, they love the college football games better. A lot of the guys, the hardcore.
They were.
I got homeboys still asking about that now.
They were, but you know, the story behind that was because this one hothead guy got mad because he felt like he wasn't getting paid enough. Because, you know, when you in a college football game, they send you cash for it throughout your college, your college year. And one of the guys sued them because they used him, used his what was it? One of his amp dances or whatever. And they used him, and he didn't felt like they ain't compensated him enough for it, because I think they paid each player $1,000 towards their tuition or like whatever the case.
That's what it was. They couldn't get cash because you're college. I think went to the schooling or something.
Yeah, it went to the school. I think it went to the financial aid books or something like that. And one dude just got mad and sued them, and I think he won. And I guess they said, man, to hell with it. They're not gonna bring it back. I hope they do bring it back because I really, really enjoyed college football, the game. But because that was the only alternative to, football, because a lot of people getting tired of Madden. You know what I'm saying? They want to play something different.
Yeah, it's only the hardcore is staying there with it.
Right, and it's just basically
the ones that buy it every year.
It's basically monopolizing.
Well, let me tell you this. Fair. I think games like Madden, FIFA 2K, and I don't know if you play wrestling, even SmackDown, instead of bringing a game out every year, why not do an update? Because the graphics don't change that much.
Right.
Why not do like an update, You know, you can do everything else with updates. Why don't you just update the game? And how a lot of the fighting games are doing. Like Street Fighter 5 just gave the arcade edition. You know, $25, and you got the revamped game. Killer Instinct does it. Dead or Alive, Mortal Kombat. You know, instead of bringing out a fighter every year, why don't they? I think that'll work a lot better, and I think that'll see the sports game sales turn around because people get tired of dropping that $60 for pretty much the same exact looking game.
Yeah, just a new.
You just get a new roster.
Right? You just get a new roster, and people tired of that. I mean, I remember back in the day they had roster download updates. You know, created by users. You know, that you try so you could be able to save money. But it's not the same. They make it a lot harder to navigate it. Right. It's not the same though, and I just feel like that's just bull, man, and it's not right. And EA is like I was saying, EA is in trouble because they don't listen to their fans. Like their fans, we want another freaking fight night, and then they still have yet to deliver another fight night.
They bringing out them UFCs, man. You know what I'm saying? UFCs ain't cutting it.
No, they're not cutting it, man. They too slow. The movement too slow. And it's just. I mean, it looked pretty, but it's the gameplay. The overall gameplay experience is just straight trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, unless you're a hardcore MMA guy,
right? And
that's it.
I feel like if they come out with a fight night with Floyd Mayweather on the cover, you know how fast them shits will fly off the store shelves.
Yeah, but the last one they did was Champion, right?
Yeah, Fight Night Champion.
Mm-hmm. And they wanted Mayweather on that one, but they said he just wanted an unreal amount of money.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
he just wanted too much
because they
money.
wanted to put him on it. Because if you go through the creator character, they have his taunts, his mannerisms and stuff. You can make them, but it ain't the same as actually having them up there.
Right.
But they said he just wanted too much money. It's like he wanted like half the company or something. It was crazy. I'm money team. I don't know, but yeah, if they break a fight because people are hungry for a fight like that. I mean, I got guys at work. I didn't know play video games.
Put Oscar De La Hoya and Pacquiao on the cover. That should have sell fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, I guess it's crazy.
The cats know I play games, and they be like, "Man, I know you keep up with the gaming and stuff." I said, "Yeah, for a little bit." They said, "Well, what's going on with Fight Night?" I said, "Man, people want it, but
we want it. We want it." Or I feel like these people. If they could either if Floyd Mayweather can't go on the cover and he wants too much money, then fine, fuck him. Put Bernard Hopkins on the cover. That should have sound crazy. Put Roy Jones Jr.
Yep.
Put Roy Jones Jr. on their cover.
Well, he's been on the cover before, I think.
Yeah, Roy Jones. I think he has.
Yeah.
Put Bernard Hopkins. If not Bernard Hopkins, put a legend like put Muhammad Ali on the cover.
Yeah, he was on round 3.
But still, I mean, they could still put him back on the cover.
But or maybe not a legend. Get some of these newer boxers.
Yeah,
like I don't really follow boxing like that no more. But get some of these newer cats up there.
Like
that's lighting up.
Like Thurman. Put Thurman on the cover. Thurman, he's in the same weight class as Floyd, but he hit hard, man. He hit hard. Floyd don't want to fight him because he got a long reach and he hit hard, man. And he got that stamina. He don't get tired, and like he don't talk shit. Like he hasn't lost a match yet. He got like 30-something wins and 0 losses. Like Thurman is a beast, man.
Gracious.
And he's a beast. You could put him on the cover. All that that black guy that with the he's heavyweight black dude. With all the muscles,
I was about to say,
long reach. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. They need to put his crazy ass on the cover because he knocked people out left and right.
Man, but look, he listen. This man said he want to kill somebody in the ring. Now, you remember that interview?
Yeah, I remember. He said, "When I go in the ring, I want to kill him." That's the mindset I got. I'm like, "Oh hell no, this guy, he's crazy, man.
He crazy." He a beast though, bro. And you know his fighting style? I know we getting off the subject with the game, but his fighting style, I watched some of his fights on YouTube, the highlights.
Yeah.
This dude don't have like he might throw a few traditional, but he throw bombs, bro.
Yeah, he throw haymakers. He swing haymakers. He hit to try to knock your brain out your head. Like
he look like a cheat cat on the fight game, bro.
He look like a creative character, man. This motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's lethal,
he said, "I want to kill a guy in the ring." I'm like, "Oh,
yeah, I seen that.
Crazy.
I seen that interview. When I go in the ring, the mindset I got is I want to kill him. That's what he said. I'm like,
kill him.
Gosh.
Even Mike Tyson had that one saying. When he told that one dude who fight, he said, when I get out, I want to eat his kids." I'm like, God dang.
Right.
Tyson was a beast too. But man, yeah, Fight Night definitely got to come back, man. Like I said, I'm not a big boxer guy. Like I know like Mayweather, Roy Jones, Sweet Pea,
Mm-hmm.
guys like that. But for some reason, I'm gonna give you a quick story. That I'm gonna stop talking about Fight Night. Cause Reaper probably sitting there like these motherfuckers.
I
But
know.
No, keep talking. It's fine.
but check this out. Man. Let me tell you how much of a game of being an old lady is, man. I bought my 360. Right, Fight Night Round 3 is one of the games I got. Of course, I'm around with Ali, the greatest. So I'm out there beating people's ass, playing around. My wife picked up the sticks. Took about a week. She gets this guy called Calvin Brock. I think he was a banker by trade, but he just happened to box.
Mm-hmm.
Then my wife was dusting me off like night after night after night. Got me so mad when I took the disc out and threw that bitch down the hallway. My old lady. But Fight Night did that. She didn't know nothing about boxing. I don't know too much about boxing, but we sat in there and we would just box it out. And then she got to the point where she was whooping my ass, bro. She retired me in Fight Night. I ain't playing your ass no more. Play some Street Fighter. I get me some Get Back or something. But Fight Night, man, I'm telling you, they bring Fight Night back. I'm going to tell you the truth. They bring Fight Night back, and EA has got to do Anthem right. They cannot fuck up with Anthem. If they get those two things right, they'll turn the company around. But if they, like I say, if they don't give us Fight Night and they fuck Anthem up, I don't know what to say about them, bro. They might be in some hot water. They already in hot water, but you know what I'm saying. But I'm done with that. Oh, some more chili in here. Man,
Right,
Teen Titans funny.
The next topic. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys think the PlayStation 5 will be here anytime soon, or do you think it's going to get pushed back because they think there's still some more life as far as with the PlayStation 4 Pro? What's your guys' opinions on that? And then we can get on the discussion that we could talk about as far as what's going on in the gaming community.
All right.
I think that if Sony wants to keep making money, they're at full disclosure to do so. I don't think they want to bring out a PS5 when the PS4 keeps selling and selling and selling. I think they're gonna make that choice depending on how much overall sales is either declining or increasing. So and plus the concept that they said it wasn't gonna be ready until 2019 or 2020. I think they really want to try to beat their PS2 sales. I think that's like their main goal is to reach over 152 million. And they're only at like 74 or something right now. So, I think give it maybe one more year and maybe they'll announce something. But I'm kind of pretty sure Sony wants to try to beat that PS2 sales record, just like the Switch wants to beat the Wii.
Yeah. So what was PS2 lifetime sales again? You said 200 million?
No, 152 million.
150.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, okay.
It's the most, I believe. Yeah, the PS2 is the most sold, and then beneath that is the Wii, I believe.
Yeah, the Wii sold, man. The Wii kicked ass last gen sale wise, but the Wii is in the closet way before that generation was over, man.
Mm-hmm.
After the novelty wore out with shaking the nunchucks and shit, and Wii Sports. It was over for that console. So other than Mario Kart and believe it or not, Punch Out. Punch Out was fun. They brought back Punch Out. I enjoyed that. Sandman was cheesy as hell. It's only like 15 fighters in that game. My record was 15 and 78. Guess who gave me all my losses?
Oh,
Sandman. Night back. That'd be funny. But PS4, PS5. Let's see. Honestly, business standpoint, Sony's killing it. It don't make no sense to release PS5. It really don't. Cause
sorry, my bad.
You good? Cause the PS4 is dominant, man. I mean, who is still buying the PS4 that don't have one? I do not know, but that would be crazy. The only thing, the other side to that is, if they do make PS5, they say 2019, it comes out, bam. That console got to be backwards compatible. It's got to. You know what I'm saying? If they don't, I think if they don't do that, I think they're gonna make a lot of their fan base mad because you got to think about it. They got PS4 2013, then they come out with PS4 Slim, PS4 VR, and then the Pro. So you got people that bought that Pro, bought that VR, and then you gonna go to PS5 and the VR shit ain't, cause you know if they ain't gonna support the games backwards compatible, that headset ain't gonna be backwards compatible. I doubt it. If they do, it'll shock me. But I say they like Reaper said, they got the momentum, they got the sales, and people still buying them. It ain't no need to rush it because you know power's good, graphics is good, but at the end of the day, they got the fan base, and if you like those single player games, and you like the RPGs and you know the Japanese support, then they got a good thing going, man. Whatever formula they put together this generation, they got it on lock, man. So I think it'll be crazy to bring out a PS5 too early, but as we see in this gaming, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Now for me, they bring out PS5 2019. That's fine for me because I didn't buy the Pro. I'm still rocking the OG PS4, so I'm definitely gonna cop that. That's why I don't want Microsoft. Everybody talking about the next Xbox in 2019. They better not, because I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not
either.
gonna buy it.
They better not.
No, I'll wait. Maybe 2020 or 2021 because the X is fine. People talk about bottlenecks. I'm good with it. Microsoft better not. They better stick to another 4 or 5 year plan. Call it a day.
I'm not about to spit out another 500 for. I don't care, even for YouTube. I'm not about to spit out another 500 for no damn console, man. Especially I got a car too. Shit.
Yeah. No, I'm good now. Like I say, even with the PS5, that's it, bro. I get the P5 whenever that launch. Man, I'm not buying no more consoles like that, bro. Because how much better can they truly get?
Right.
Until they really start doing true to life graphics, shit where I really got to jump out and do it. I'm good, man. I'm good right this. The Xbox One X is amazing. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. And I don't know if y'all saw the tweet I put out last night while I was at work. It was a lot of cats that talk shit about Gears when it was on the OG Xbox or the S. Now they playing it on the X, and they like, man, it's hella fun. I'm like, okay, see, the game is good because I still play on my OG Xbox One. I got a movie room that I got that hooked up on, and I go down there and play PUBG on it sometime. And you know, that's the OG Xbox One. And then in my bedroom, I got my S. You know, I ain't got to play on my X all the time. I love graphics, but it don't make or break a game for me. The game fun, the game fun. And I noticed, man, there's a lot of people playing Gears now because of the X. So Microsoft will be crazy to announce another console in 2019, bro. Now, they can tease one. Fine, tease it. But they better not launch that one in 2019. Right. You can tease one in the future like they did with the Scorpio. They teased it a year out. You know, maybe tease it 2019. You can throw a trailer coming soon, 2020. The next box or whatever you want to call it. But you better not have none of them coming out officially. I'm not buying it. I might get it later on, a year or two later, but that's about it.
I'm gonna wait till that
not a day one buy.
I'm definitely gonna wait till a Black Friday price drop.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause I'm sticking with my X. I'm happy with my X. 4K Blu-ray.
I'm happy with it too.
Unless the next console would have to offer for me, in order for me to jump ship, they would have to offer 8K. If y'all not offering me 8K, I don't want no parts of it. Like honestly, like, you guys gotta like. I want it to be tremendously future proof. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like when I mean future proof, I want to be able to take out my CPU without having to unscrews and do all this other shit that voids warranty. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to exchange out the hard drive easy and out. You know what I mean? Like,
and see, that's another thing I like with Sony, man. The hard drive, swapping out the hard drive. If I played a lot of my games on the PlayStation, it's so easy. You know, granted, you can still plug up external, but you know, I'm not good with cable management and everything. So if you see I got my X hooked up at, you know, I got the external hard drive, that cable's running to that, and I like how Sony got it. You can just take off a little tray, 1 or 2 screws, slide it out, pop another one in, transfer all your stuff. That's cool. And Xbox, I mean, you know, I get the external support, but they should have done that, man. I mean, shit, ain't no harm in copying people if it's done right. That's the way I look at it. And so I do like certain features on the PlayStation over the Xbox, and I like I say, staring straight to YouTube, it's easy on the PlayStation. I love that, and you know, I just don't get why certain things that they see works for the other side, they're not taking it over on the Xbox side. Cause let's face it, if you had all that ease of and stuff when it comes to the hard drive, and you know, I know they pushing mixers that jump, but some people like YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like to stream on YouTube, and I don't see the reason why you couldn't live stream to YouTube as well. So I don't know, but that's just my little input on it. But yeah, hopefully no next box or Xbox 2, whatever they calling it. Not no time soon, man. Let me get at least 4 years out of this box, and I'll be good. 4 to 5 years, cool. But you talking 2019, and I just bought this one. I'm pissed. Really.
I know.
I'm pissed. Unless they give you one hell of a trade-in program, but we'll see.
Now for the elephant in the room, our last topic, we're going to talk about the gaming community. What is going on? Please let me know what you guys feel about the past few videos we've seen going on this week. It may seem late, but we may be late to the table, but I don't care what the hell. As far as WWP versus BGST, like, what's your guys' input on that?
I let Reaper go with this one.
Yeah.
Oh, Reaper, you there?
Yeah, Reaper, you there? Probably stepped out.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll go with it. I don't know the whole backstory. Okay? Like I said, as far as watching YouTubers playing video games, I'm new to this, man. I was looking at YouTube for the epic fail videos. You know what I'm saying? Sports highlights, wrestling highlights, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I missed out the whole, what is the situation that went down with, what was it, Black Bond and Zaire next gen?
Yeah. He's
calling them a pedophile and this and that, and Black Bond was supposedly, allegedly gay, having somebody land him on his stomach.
Lay me on my stomach. That's what he said.
Man, I'm like this, man. It's all funny games, but from what I'm just speaking from what I know, from what I've seen, if you call a man a pedophile and you say he's touching his own child, you an asshole, bro. Especially when that man didn't go at your family. He went at you, talking about you. That lets me know he might have hit a nerve or something close to home. Not calling Black Bond gay. He might have experimented or dabbled and got caught on it, and it hit too close to home for somebody to overreact like that. To talk about another man's kids, his family. That's pathetic. But as far as the entertainment side, holy shit, was it entertaining. I think the video got like 6,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
That was hilarious. And I will say this too. I watched it live when it went down, and a lot of people in the comments talking about people jealous of the success of Weapon Wheel. Ain't nobody jealous of that, because next gen BGST is hella successful. You know, so
are we talking about the humongous, Mortal Kombat that went down? Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat. That's legitimately what legitimately he could only do that for like 40 minutes, and then basically like just went like totally off rails, and he canceled the show. But it was really funny because it's like you've never seen them in like a party together, so it was like how do these personalities react to each other? And oh my God, Bitch Fest was in town. Oh my God! If you wanted
drama, it was definitely drama. Yeah, and it was entertaining.
It was entertaining, and oh my God, so many bitch fests. Oh my God, I could legitimately put Mortal Kombat on that video, be like, yo, Mortal Kombat, be like, yo, that shit was funny.
Had the music in the background.
And like the first thing that happens when Black Bond gets in there is like, I want an apology. He's like, dude, I ain't giving you a stupid apology. Fuck you. And it just went back and forth, and I thought it was just hilarious. I was watching that for a decent while before I watched something else. I was like, yo, this is just too entertaining.
I think I watched the whole thing, man. It was funny.
And then Z like did a rebuttal video right after he was done with that. He's like, yeah, he was explaining the whole background, and he was exposing the whole concept that what originally happened with Black Bond.
Which I think he showed the text of the dude talking about it.
He showed the text message, and I'm like, dang.
But my thing is this though, man. And like I said, Reaper, man, and I think me and Heartless, we talked about a few minutes one night. We can all get in an argument, talk shit, cuss each other out. But I'm not gonna talk about your family, Reaper, I'm not gonna talk about Heartless family, and I'm pretty sure y'all will give me that same respect. We might go at each other's throats. You ugly motherfucker, you dumb son of a bitch. But we're not gonna put each other's families in there because our families ain't got nothing to do with it. And for, like I said, for Bond to do something like that, something must have been close to home along the lines of him being a homosexual.
No, it wasn't Bond.
I don't know.
It wasn't Bond. It was Skill Tree. It was what's his name?
Oh, I don't know. Like, I don't follow Weapon Wheel at all, man, because I can't stand Hard Eight. First off, and them cats in there. I never seen so many people get on YouTube and become gangsters. Like, you know, they get up there. I couldn't even get down with the Weapon Wheel. And then when they were charging people to gang with them,
Broken Games HD. That's his other name. Yeah, that was his original name before he became Brooklyn Skill Tree. But see, this is where a lot of people is confused as far as how the whole beef started. I don't know if any of you guys even know this, but the backstory, I'm going to try to sum it up real quick. The backstory is Zaire used to hang out with these guys. He used to do podcasts with these shows, he used to do Skype calls with these guys, with Black Bond, Hard 8, and all these guys, until one day he went to use the restroom, came back, and overheard these guys talking about him, saying, oh, he don't buy this, he don't buy that, he don't got no money, yada, yada, yada. And they was talking trash about him, obviously. So Z took that in perspective, got in the chat, and, you know, because he said his wife overheard that while he was in the bathroom, then came back, and his wife informed him, like, yo, these supposed to be your friends, they over here talking about you. So he came back and was like, yo, what the hell, what are y'all talking about, why y'all talking about me, etc., yada, yada, yada. Anyway, fast forward, they, Hard 8, the beef with him and Hard 8 is that Hard 8 is fake. Based to my knowledge, I don't know the guy personally, but from listening and watching different shows and stuff like that, he's basically was in a two-sided relationship with Zaire. He was on Bond's side, and at the same time he was trying to act like he was on Z's side, but it just didn't pan out, and obviously it didn't work out with him and Z. So that's how the beef became with him and Hard 8. Now, the beef with him and Broken Games HD, also known as Brooklyn Skill Tree, the beef that happened between them two guys is because that incident about Shokio used to be with them in the Skype call as well. See, I've been around these YouTube streets since 2010, so I've been watching a lot of shit, and I just haven't been speaking on it. And I was always the guy in the comment section. I wasn't always Heartless TV. I was Breeze810 on YouTube, and I was always in the comment section of Zaire videos, or in the comment section of Bond videos, or etc. This was way before BGST got formed. This was way before Crap Game, and this was way before all of those guys got into the picture. I mean, I was here when Zaire was here. The original guys, like what's that other guy name? I forgot. But anyway,
was it Showstopper?
I was there with Showstopper was there. It was another guy that was there that got booted off. What was his fucking name? Young Dro, or some shit like that. He was there with them as well. But anyway, long story short, the beef with him and Broken Games HD is because Broken Games was like, yo, you don't have no receipts. You telling me that Shokio said I was gay, but you don't have any evidence. So Zaire just pulls up this old conversation, but the conversation, yeah, it confirms you did indeed have a conversation with Shokio, but at the same time, it wasn't specific enough. It could have been anything. It could have been, y'all could have been talking about anything. So that's what the issue was. But in all honesty, I feel like there is some questionable shit with Shokio, because Broken Games need to pull Shokio to the side and be like, yo, you told me that this conversation never existed. Now Zaire's showing proof that you guys actually had a conversation. I thought you don't talk to him. I thought you didn't have his number. So that right there should automatically deter that friendship automatically. Like, that should put him automatically in the skeptical, you know, skeptical type of library like section. So basically I mean, honestly, if I was in the middle of the section, I wouldn't fuck with Shokio at all, because that's sketchy as hell. You telling me that you didn't have a conversation or didn't fuck with Z, but Z has these pictures. But at the same time, even though Shokio didn't say, yo, so and so is gay in the text message, We don't know what happened in that text message. It never got clarified. But see, but here's my input on everything. I as well as other YouTubers want to know what is the real story. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as why you guys really, really hate each other so much. I feel like it was corny on Broken Game's part for him to bring his daughter into the picture. That was whack, and it was a low just because dude said you was gay. You know what I'm saying? I understand that you don't want your name being in these streets being tampered and tainted to say that you're gay or anything like that. But not that I have anything against gay people, but I understand you don't want that type of image. But for you to stoop so low and bring another family member involved, a child at that's beyond OD. Like that is just crazy disrespect. That's something that'll get you killed. You know what I'm saying? And like that's one line you just don't cross. And I feel like he shouldn't have did that. I feel like he shouldn't have did that at all.
And let's be real. You never know who's listening to these podcasts. You might have somebody that took that seriously and could have reported Z. And who knows what could have happened after that, man? Because you'd be surprised who'd be watching these videos and watching people's
that is very true.
Tweets.
You'd be surprised who watches your shit. You'd be very surprised who watches it. You know, and who pays attention to
that
it.
Could have went left field.
The real backstory to why this whole pedophile shit why this pedophile shit actually happens. Because I at one point I followed Z on Facebook. I didn't anymore. I don't anymore. But at one point I did, and I can actually vouch for him in this whole entire situation as far as with this pedophile shit, because the way how it started was there was this real graphical, nasty, disturbing video of this little kid getting, abused by an older guy in a video. And it was indeed on Facebook because I've seen it my damn self and I fucking threw up. You know what I'm saying? And Z I guess he got the video as well because it was all over Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And he tried to I know I flagged the shit. As soon as I seen it, I sent it to Facebook and said, yo, get this shit out of here. I reported it ASAP. I don't know how it got to Z. I don't know who sent it to him. I don't know. Maybe it was on his timeline, because it was on everybody's timeline at the time. This was like 2000. It was like 2011, 2012, and these guys labeling him a pedophile because he went in a Skype call and said, "Look, I got this crazy ass video. How do I report it?" Because at the time, we all know Zaire is not tech savvy. He was like, "Yo, look, how do I get rid of this video?" He sent it to these guys in a Skype call. He was like, "How do I get rid of this video?" And they was like, "What video?" And then he sent them the link. "This video. I'm trying to report it." So Hard 8 took it upon himself and seen that. He was like, "Oh, nigga, you watching that shit? You a pedophile? Yada 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 yada." First of all, he specifically said, "Look, I have this crazy ass video on my timeline. How do I report it?" Instead of you answering his question, you automatically label this man as a pedophile. Instead of you reading what he said, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I was there. I was there. I wasn't in the Skype call, but I was there. Back then he actually Zaire. That's one thing he did is smart. He always had screenshots of certain shit. And he had screenshots and put it in his video in 2011 of the Skype call and the Skype call, and I seen this shit. So I was like, man, these guys is fuck. They really trying to violate his image. You know what I'm saying? So especially Hard 8, he really tried to violate his image. So I don't know why Broken Games took it upon himself to call him a pedophile and saying he doing all this shit with his daughter, because like. That conversation with me and Reaper said, in these gaming streets, people will put anything to your name as to tarnish your brand and whatever you have going on on your channel. And that was just mind-boggling, man, because I know the real truth behind that whole entire story situation with that pedophile shit, because like I said, that video was on my timeline as well on Facebook, and I dead-ass fucking threw up because I was so fucking disgusted, and I reported it. But Zaire, he's not tech savvy. He didn't know how to report it because Facebook is not as simplistic as it is now today. Whereas when you see a video, you can order it's a little corner to the side that says block or flag or whatever.
Block,
yeah. Back then, it was more complicated. You know what I'm saying? You had to dig deep and go into the settings, and you know what I'm saying? You had to do too much in order to do that. So he wasn't that tech savvy, and he was like, "Yo, how do I flag this shit?" And these guys just took it and ran with it, as far as, "Oh, you a pedophile, yada yada yada." So ever since then, I looked at Broken Games HD different, Hard 8 Times different. Black Bond, I don't, he never fed into that pedophile shit. That's one thing. He stood clear, and to my knowledge, he stood clear from that.
Well, see,
that
pedophile I gotta apologize now, then, because I thought it was Black Bond.
Nah, it wasn't Bond. It was Broken Games, aka it was Broken Games HD, aka Brooklyn Skill Tree, aka Mr. Weapon Wheel, aka the big nigga with the forehead that worked for the city in New York. Trust me, I know.
Is he the one that had the avatar with the highlights in the head?
Yeah, the one with the highlights in his head. That looked real sketchy. That real sketchy.
Let me stop.
You're supposed to be from Brooklyn. Let's be clear. I'm a Brooklyn guy myself. Brooklyn, East New York, all day. And you're supposed to be from Brooklyn, but you got highlights in your avatar. Stop at 5. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? They're like, stop at 5. Reaper. Right. Like, you a nerd.
Reaper got that. Look, like, Reaper coming in with the villainous laugh.
Right. Like, this dude, we know that you're not a street guy. We know you're a nerd. We know you don't get girls, because if you did, you wouldn't always be on YouTube doing podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know you are a social reject. So stop trying to tarnish another man's brand because you don't got nothing going on in your love life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. But that's why I don't rock with Broken Games HD. I never did. Black Bond, I didn't never have a problem with him. Black Bond, he's funny. I like some of the videos he did with Zaire, about Zaire, but that's a whole nother conversation I'm not about to, I'm about to get into. But Black Bond, as far as with the whole disrespectful and the daughter thing, Black Bond never took place in that. Black Bond always was one of the guys that was saying, yo, show me the evidence, show me the 12K PC, show me this, that, show me the evidence of all your possessions. That's what Black Bond was always saying. It was always Hard 8 and Broken Games that was saying that pedophile shit. You know what I'm saying?
See, I don't rock with that. That's why I said, man, this year, man, 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
Like I said, bro, it's starting off ridiculous. I ain't feeding into this bullshit, bro. Yeah. Like I said.
Yeah.
I'm just going to talk games, play games, and call it a day, bro.
And see, that history goes way back, like 6 to 7 years, man. I'm like, damn, yo. You guys are all grown men. Why y'all ain't moved past this yet? You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all ain't gonna move past this yet?
What he said in the beginning of that stream was they hadn't talked to each other in 8 years.
Yeah,
that was like the first time they were all in a room.
Yeah, like 8 years. It's 8 years, and I was there throughout those 8 years. And see, my only issue with Zaire is that in the podcast, ever since. I want to say ever since the past 2 years, Zaire changed a lot. When I mean he changed a lot. Like, he definitely cooled down from yelling and cursing and stuff like that. He definitely cooled down because he's trying to build his brand. I understand that. I respect it. But I feel like these guys has the ability to bring back the old Z. And when I mean the old Z, I mean the cursing, the yelling, and stuff like that. My only issue...
you mean they can trigger him?
Yeah, they could trigger him. Like, they have that ability. They can do it. Nobody else on YouTube could do it, but them 3 guys could definitely do it. And my only issue with him during that podcast is, let them guys talk. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, they was quiet when you was talking. You know what I'm saying? But when they talking, you constantly want to interrupt. Let me say this real quick. Let me tell you. No, let them guys talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how we have our podcast. I let you talk. I'm quiet, or vice versa. We're not always constantly interrupting each other and yelling and this, down, and the third. And as far as that video Zaire was talking about with Broken Games crying, yeah, I seen it. He was sitting at the foot of his bed. He was crying, talking about, when you love someone, yada, yada, yada. I didn't know who the hell he was talking about. Maybe he lost a family member that died. I don't know who he was talking about. But Zaire, he took it and ran with it. He was like, man, he was talking about his lover. But, I didn't know who he was talking about. I just remember seeing that video. I think he was still in college at the time, Broken Games. He was still in college at the time, and he was sitting on the other side, because it was a twin bed. And he was sitting
It might be in his room.
Yeah, that was his dorm room. That was probably his dorm room.
That was his bedroom, his mama house. Let me stop.
Yeah, well, obviously he's still living at home with his mom's because all his videos is filmed in his bedroom. You never see him in the living room or anywhere else. But I don't follow him no more. But and I'm not the one that's going to sit up there and judge the next man living situation. But
No,
as far as
I
that,
was just joking. Hey, look though, y'all, man. I hate to do. I gotta run. The stuff I told you about earlier before we started. They here. They came a little early, so I got to take care of this before I head out tonight. But
yeah, we definitely about to call it quits.
All right.
Because this stream is acting up right now. So it's definitely acting real strange right now.
Well, I tell you what, man, I had a great time, bro. It's good to have the crew together again.
Always, definitely. Yeah, it just got disconnected for no reason. Interesting. But
Oh shit.
it is what it is. I'll just leave it the way it is.
All right.
I'll create an event as far as our next show for all my subs, you guys watching. My internet acting up. That's exactly what it is. Spectrum is trash. I gotta find another internet provider. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Thanks for listening, I guess. Wait, yeah, the stream is off now. Look at that. That's crazy. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth. Yeah, right.
Damn, how long has it been on?
No, we still on. We still on the stream. Okay. I thought it got disconnected. But anyway, yeah, that's basically the background story as far as everything like that. Shout outs to Megatron. Thanks for watching us.
Appreciate it.
That's basically the backstory as far as what went down with Weapon Wheel. You know, for those that's new to YouTube or just now joining, that's how everything went down. But we definitely will be back next week, Saturday. I'm gonna try to make it Saturday morning and not go to sleep so late Friday night. My goal is to have this show on its own and not competing. You know, I'm trying to watch my competition out there as far as podcasts and stuff like that. But it seems like every time I throw up a stream, somebody else throws up a stream. It's hard. But I'm gonna
actually, Saturday mornings is pretty good.
Saturday mornings is definitely good. I'm gonna try to aim for 9 o'clock Saturday mornings. But if anything changes, I'll create an event like I did today. But anyway,
okay.
This is Heartless over and out. If you guys got any last things I need to say.
No, thanks, Heartless and Craig. You know, great show. Sorry, I was on the phone with my brother. Something important to talk about. But quick shout out to everybody who chooses to watch this. You know, again, shout out to all the supporters. And you know, have a good day.
All right, yeah, likewise, man. Thank y'all for coming through. Like I say, it's Mag. We relatively new. We gonna try to keep it, give y'all all that gaming news, man. You know, as Harley say, what is it? The mausoleum.
Yep, the mausoleum, man. Tune into the mausoleum.
Never know what can happen.
Yeah.
And like I said, people watching, check out our channels, man. Craig Simmons Gaming TV, T Reaper, and Heartless TV. And I'm out. I'm done. Next time.
All right. Peace.